It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please is the name of my channel, and I do a Tuesday evening live stream. It's evening for me. We just hang out and have fun. Coming up on the show, I'll be eating something. I'm going to have some coffee, play some games. A game. I have a top 15 list later in the show. But before we do any of that, I like to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into the chat for this live stream. So let's do that right now. I still can't hear that. And I always forget about it. But I'll figure it out someday. All right. But I can hear this. There we go. All right, my chat may differ from yours. Let's go up to the beginning. Today's gold medalist, Paul Eichenlaub from 4:19 a.m. That is dedication. Our silver goes to Mr. Fulton Mraz. Happy birthday, Luna. And our bronze medal goes to Rob Fuzz. Congratulations, all 3 of you. Well played. 4:19. That might be a new record of how early, without getting cut off, that is. And then our silver medal was 3.5 hours later. That's quite amusing. Lala, welcome in. Pepper Tree Villa is also here. Thank you for being here. Noah, how are you? Surfer Girl, hello to you. Mar in Memphis, always a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Donna Jaworski, season's greetings to you, and thank you. More on that later. Francisco, that's fun to say. Welcome in. Michelle the Quilter is here. Hello to you and your family. Movie Mania Nick, hello. Happy Tuesday. Rob Fuzz is back. So he is here. Okay, great. Wait, when was his silver or bronze medal? Just curious. That was this morning. All right. Thank you for popping back in. All right. Season's greetings to It's Joey's World. The season being the Easter season now, I guess. Ben is also here. Hello, Ben. Mom and Dad, hello to you. I think I'm caught up. All right, everybody. Couple new pieces of decor on the set here. You may notice that the screen behind me has a new... I've got a drive-in theater theme here, but before the good people at Pepper Tree Villa sent me that sign, I didn't really have any drive-in theater decor. So I'm working with some things. I'm trying it out. I don't know if I like it or will keep it, but I think I like it anyway, and that may change. But I'm trying some things out. Also, maybe you noticed Mr. Popcorn back there. Hot and buttery. So I'm trying some things out. We'll see how it goes. But, I thought, well, if I've kind of got a drive-in theater theme here, maybe I should lean into it a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing. Subject to change, but we'll see. Speaking of popcorn, let's get right into it. I've got a snack here. I suppose we're in the Easter season now, so there are things out there to try. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. On a recent trip to Aldi, on one of their end caps, I believe, came across this bag of kettle corn, which I believe is a seasonal offering. This is Clancy's, and you know it's from Aldi when you see the Clancy's. Clancy's carrot cake flavored kettle corn. I don't know if it's going to taste like carrots, or it's just going to be sweet like the cream cheese frosting on a carrot cake, or both. I'm very interested to try this. Let's do it. Well, maybe it tastes better than it smells. I will show you. It's drizzled in a orange frosting. You can't even see it that well on camera. Not on my screen, anyway. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be sweet. Good call, Mar. It's not my favorite. It's not horrible. Kettle corn is not my go-to popcorn. I prefer the salty over the sweet for a popcorn. It is not carrot flavored, or if it is, it's not much. I taste sweet. I suppose there's an artificial carrot flavor in there, but it's not like the popcorn's mixed in with shredded carrots, which may have been better. I found this carrot cake kettle popcorn at Aldi, and I believe it is just around for the current Easter season. This is, if I were to grade this is a C plus. Feeling generous. It was okay. I don't need any more of it, but I was happy to try it, and perhaps other people in the house will like it. Probably not. I'll probably take it to my classroom and have my students devour it. They'll eat anything. But now I wish I had something to drink. And as it turns out, I do have something to drink.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
An incredibly large thank you to Donna Jaworski for sending me today's coffee. I was fortunate enough to receive a package of a variety of coffees. Thank you, Donna. I will be trying the first of those today, right now, in my Orlando Guy coffee mug. Coffee tastes 38% better in this mug. Anyway, today, courtesy of Donna Jaworski, Angelino's coffee, but it's not just plain old black coffee, which would be fantastic. But this stuff smells amazing. This is coconut macaroon. And I brewed this just before the live stream got underway, and man, it smells so good. From North to Neverland, welcome in just in time for the coffee break. Oh, thank you to R. Johns and Sam as well. You're right. You put a nice card in the box, and it did say that. My apologies. Thank you to all three of you. So much better than the popcorn. Indeed. I'm sure these are available online somewhere. And I should put that in my description, shouldn't I? There he is. Hello, R. Johns. I do have a little coffee fact. I guess that's what I started doing. I prefer my coffee black. That's just the way I drink the coffee. Anything else is a milkshake. Came across this. This is from, I think, WebMD. It just said, the healthiest way to take your coffee is hot brewed and black. Here we are. This is it. 1 cup has virtually no calories or carbs, no fat, and is low in sodium. Black coffee also has micronutrients, including potassium, magnesium, and niacin. I don't eat any of those things, but I'm glad to have them. So, Arjans, Donna, Sam, thank you for the medicine. Yep. All right. Can I show you something? I have played Wordle on the live stream here before. I'm not going to right now. But I played yesterday just on my own time because that's usually what people do. They don't start a live stream just to play Wordle. But some do. Yesterday I came across something that had not happened to me while playing Wordle before. I'm going to show you, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything because you can't play yesterday's game, can you? Well, if you can and you're looking forward to, what's this? Thank you. If you're looking forward to playing yesterday's Wordle, then maybe change the channel. I'm going to pretend like I'm on TV. Here we go. I'm going to show you this. This is my game, and it took me 5 tries to guess it, but that's not what's notable. It often takes me 5 tries to guess it. What's notable here is that on the first try, I had 1 correct letter. On the second try, I had 2. On the third try, I had 3. On the fourth, I had 4. And on the fifth, I got it correct. I didn't have a single letter out of place, and I gained an additional correct letter with every turn. That's never happened to me before. I just thought it was noteworthy. I have before played a game where I had only green letters show up. Like every time I got a correct letter, it was in the right place. And I've played games where I didn't have any orange letters, for example, a letter that's out of place. It's in there, but it's out of place. That was the first time that had ever happened. I got it sequentially, one new letter every turn. I just thought that was kind of neat. And it was green. And it's the day after, or it was the day after St. Patrick's Day. I'm reaching for straws now. It is like a phenomenon. And I'm going to just say this. I think it's going to bring good luck. And I have no reason to say that. What else? I just thought of... what now? Oh, my mind just went blank. Wordle? Huh. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Stop coffee because it upsets our stuff. Okay, hang on. Because I printed out multiple coffee facts. There was something about that. in one of these. I won't be able to find it. Huh. No, no, I don't have it. That's lame. But what was I going to say? What did I see about that? It's the caffeine that upsets your stomach, right? And coffee has caffeine, of course. Do other things with caffeine upset your stomach? I don't know. You don't have to share. I was just wondering. But it's the caffeine that upsets people's stomachs, I believe. Or some people. I'm sure there's stuff in coffee that upsets people's stomachs that isn't the caffeine. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Oh, it could be the acid as well. I forgot about that. I printed something. I must have left it behind. And now I can't remember anything. Yes. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Ben drinks Diet Coke without any issues. So there you go. I don't know what I'm talking about. In my defense, I think caffeine does. Anyway, let's play our game. Let's not. Why do we waste time? It's what I look forward to most. So where is it? There it is. It's Chronophoto, and I tried to make the picture a little bit larger on my screen here, up there. We'll see. The name of the game is Chronophoto. They're going to show us 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each picture was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points we get. A correct answer will give us 1,000 points. A perfect score that we've had before is 5,000 points. So let's go ahead and try that. See how many perfect games we can get. All right. I have to go to my other tab here. Let me go back to the comments too. I love the smell of coffee. It reminds me of camping as a kid. Oh. It just reminds me of my kitchen. It looks like Megan in the front. Let's go. Let's zoom in here. Well, how about that? I don't think that's Megan. One, I believe this picture was taken in the 50s, if I had to guess. Let's zoom out again. Let's take a look at the automobile. And this girl's bangs, I want to say. Okay. Now, everybody knows I am no car aficionado, but if you are, let us know what we're looking at here. This might be our best clue, the automobile. Do you think that girl cut her own hair? I don't. Okay. Let's see. Saddle shoes, right? Mm-hmm. And this, what do you call this bike? What is it? Surrey? Is that what it is? I can't remember anymore. Megan was born in 84. Definitely not 84. I don't think this was, yeah. If this picture was taken in 1984, or maybe 85 or 6, if that's Megan, and she's 2, never mind. I was going to say they live in some secluded neighborhood that doesn't let outsiders in. Does anybody know what kind of car that is? My dad says it's a 58. Okay, good to know. So this is actually, and it looks in good condition. So it could be brand new. The 58 model would have been released in 57, for sale throughout 58. But if it was purchased a few years earlier, a lot to think about. The car's in great condition. The bike is in great condition. Look at those seats. Not designed for long bike rides. That poor girl. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a stuffed animal there. Is that a poodle or a lamb, perhaps? I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Can we see? I was cutting the top of the picture off. Sorry. We can see more of the house. I don't know if that tells us much. And it's a color photograph. All right, let's see what the chat has to say. It looks like the Surrey bikes at the Boardwalk Resort. We had one at the Riverside. What are those resorts? The Port Orleans Riverside. We did a Surrey bike there. It was bigger than that, though. Okay, our first guess is 58. 57, I see a 57. 59. 60, another 60. 56. Betty Davis bangs. Good call. I just saw a blooper on TikTok of Betty Davis flubbing a line, and it was odd. It was a compilation of old movie bloopers, which you don't see often, but it was very, you see it with current movies all the time. There are blooper compilations on YouTube all over the place, but these were old classic movies. I didn't know what any of the movies were specifically, but Betty Davis was in one of them. Fred McMurray was in another as a military guy. Humphrey Bogart was in one clip. And it was funny to hear them swear. GD and other things they were saying. It was weird to see them as you have only ever seen them in movies where they were in a completely made up environment, but to act like actual human beings, real human beings, was kind of weird, but it was cool. All right, where were we? Let's see. 50. It's a 58 Ford. Thanks, Dad. Ben says 59. Rob Fuzz is back. Welcome back, Rob. Omar's grandmother drove a car just like that. Nick and Virginia, welcome in. Your guess of 1959 is noted, and it's a great guess. We have a 55. We've got... Oh, hubby says 62. Son says 60. I like the 60 guess. I don't even have to move the slider because that's right there. I might go with that. Cars weren't purchased every year. And I don't think it's, deep into the 60s. How would I know? I wasn't there. I'm guessing 60. Here we go! 61! All right, this is weird. I've zoomed in more, and it's going to take me a second to get used to that. 1961, we were close. Great guessing, everybody. Did anybody say 61? I don't see that exact guess. But we were in the ballpark. Okay, 924 points. Let's see what's next. Another color picture. All right. What do we have going on here? Is this a real setting, or are they in front of a backdrop? It kind of looks like that. The everything behind them looks a little too bright. What is going on here? But they are dressed like they're hiking. It doesn't look real to me. Like the rock right behind their legs, that's in there with him, but everything beyond it is not real. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just that mountain behind them on the right specifically, it looks like it's on a tarp. A gondola system back there. Why would they? I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's zoom in. All right, we have plastic bottles of water. That is of a time, a more recent time. This the tall gentleman here has a prominent tattoo on his arm. That's a relatively new thing among people that age. They didn't always have visible tattoos like they do now. But that camera seems older. But again, plastic bottle. So, all right, let's see. What else? Her sunglasses. I can't tell. I can't really tell much there. How much can I zoom in? Are they fighting? It looks like he's in distress. No. Okay. I guess they look happy. All right. Back out just a little bit. That's as far out there. I don't know. My guess is this is 2005. That's my guess. And I'm thinking those big water bottles like she has in her backpack on the left. They've got cameras. They're not smartphones, so it's before the use of smartphones as cameras. It's not the 90s. Tattoos weren't as big in the 90s. I could be totally wrong here. This could be from 1930, but who knows? Oh, I don't think that's true. Thank you, moderators. All right, let's see. Next. Our first guess is 2022. We have a 2010, 2012, 2019. Zoom in on the cameras, please. Oh, Rob, I forgot you were a photographer. Yes, I'll try. I mean, that's as good as I can. We've got a 2012, 2015, 2011, another 2015, 2010. 2017 is Sherry's final answer. And Sherry is really good at this game. 2016. Rob, does that help you? I can't zoom in much. Big watch on the wrist there. I guess I'm going to maybe go a bit later than I thought. Everybody seems to. There's a lot of 2015s. And Sherry did say 2017. Can't be a Canon. I have no idea. I'm going 2015. A lot of people said that. Oop. Here it is. Submit. 2018. Sherry almost got that. My mom said 2018. Well done. Anybody else? $2018? That's the only one I saw. But good guessing, everybody. I was way off. I'm glad you guys are here. All right, we have 1,700 points. Next. Okay. I think this will be easy. We've had a picture like this, if not this one before. This looks like John F. Kennedy running for president in 1960. It's the only time he ran for president. When he's in Australia? Is that what that sign says? Australians welcome America's next president. That's what that says. Yeah, this is he's running for president in 1960. That's when he was elected, and that's when campaigns started back then. Now they start 2 years prior. Why is he in Australia? Or maybe the Australians are there. Wherever this is. I do not know. Do we recognize anybody else? Not really. I'll zoom in on that camera. That kind of looks like his brother there on the right. Maybe not. I think this is 1960, but I'm going to check the chat here. Our first guess is 1960, and it looks like every guess is 1960. Timothy Rainwaters, hello to you at Epcot. Thanks for popping in. Enjoy your time there. Yeah, this is 1960. 59 or 60. I think it's 60. I don't think he started campaigning like that. They didn't really do that till just recently, where they started campaigning before the year of the election. Let's see. So 1960. I don't have to move the slider. There it is, 1960. All right, next one. What is going on here? It looks like a traffic cop has stopped a jalopy so it wouldn't run over a kitty cat and its kitten. Well, how about that? Oh, look at the license plate. New York, 1925. I can't believe they didn't blur that out. I think we might know the answer to this one. But maybe not. But my guess is 1925. Rachel Fithian, welcome in. And great guess of 1925. Let's look at that cat again. What an adorable picture. I said cat like I'm from Michigan. Because I am. Let's see. Aw. The problem is that's not that cat's kitten. So I think this is a problematic picture. I don't know that for certain. Look at this guy on the very left. I think he's placing bets on whether the cat's going to make it across the street alive. All right, let's just guess 1925 because I think we were given a fantastic hint. There it is, 1925. All right, we have one more picture. We have 3,700 points. We can get over 4,700 if we get this next one correct. And we will not. All right. If I had to guess, and I do because I'm playing this game, I'm thinking this picture is older than the one we just had. older than 1925. I could be wrong, but let's try to zoom into some people. Okay. This appears to be somewhere abroad. Europe, perhaps. I can't quite make out what the windows say, but it does not look English? Maybe it is, though. Distillation? Maybe it's just the name, the proprietor's name on the window that's throwing me. Maybe this is, it could be England, I suppose. Is this a horse-drawn trailer of some sort? I can't, that's the edge and the bottom of the picture there. I can't zoom in any further. What about other people? I can't go too much. M. Pfeifferbluth. Bluth? Pfeifferbluth? Yeah. So perhaps there are no automobiles. What is this up here? Just more signs with words I can't quite read. I think they're names. Like two names. Relkenberg and something else. I can't see it. Zahn Atelier? I don't know. There's a bicycle. Is that a car back there? I don't know. Can't tell. It's probably another buggy. Although I don't know. Well, if we get this one. All right. Turning my attention to the chat. 1920. Let's see here. Okay, I think our first guess is Donna's. 1918. Her skirt is early 1900s, says Rachel. Yes. We've got a guess of what had just happened. Oh, we have a guess of 1900. That's a cart of hay. Are those two guys on the left the invisible men? Two guys on the left. Oh, they do kind of look like they're wrapped up like Claude Rains. Is that who played the Invisible Man? Yes. I like that one. 1900. Another guess. 1905. Look at the length of the woman's skirt. Yes, almost. It's giving me a Little House on the Prairie vibes. No cars on the street. We got 1903, 1901, 1904, 1909. What did my mom say? I don't know. I don't see a guess. She did get the previous one correct. We've got some 1900s and some 1904s. Do I split the difference? Okay, there it is. 1905. There it is. That's what I'm guessing. 1905. Let's see if we can crack 4,000 or 4,700, really. Survey says 1900. Well, again, Sherry is incredibly good at this game. And she guessed 1900. I believe Noah guessed 1900. Wow. Nick said 1901. Great guessing. From North to Neverland, 1900. Well played. We did get 4,300 points. That is a pretty good score. I always have fun playing this game with you guys, and hope you do too. Hope you have fun. Let's take an intermission, and I'll be back with a top 15 list. Where is my intermission? Here it is. Oh, I had popcorn today, so our intermission's going to be about popcorn. All right, I'll be back in half a minute.
Wouldn't some hot buttered popcorn hit the spot right now? Extra fluffy, extra big kernels of it pop to perfection. Then drenched with the golden goodness of pure sweet creamery butter. Can't you just taste it? We heat the container extra high, but you better buy 2 more for the rest of the family. Piping hot, golden buttered popcorn at the refreshment center right now.
All right, everybody. I got some very good feedback on my top 15 list last week. It was about the Mandela effect, and people found that quite interesting, and I thank you for the great feedback. However, not every top 15 list can be that cool. This one certainly isn't going to be that cool. And I don't know where I got this from. I don't know where inspiration hits me. But today's top 15 list is about the most expensive TV series ever made. And I suppose I was thinking of the fact that this is a new golden age of television where there are so many options for us via streaming services, and even network TV still going strong. Maybe not as strong, but it's still there. But TV shows and movies there used to be a big difference between them. Movies would have the big budgets, TV shows not so much. That is changing, and this list is going to illuminate to us the most expensive TV series ever made. Most of them are very recent, except the very first one on the list, I think is the oldest show on here. So let's get going. Number 15 is a surprise because it certainly doesn't match any other show that's on this list. Friends comes in at number 15. It cost $10 million per episode to make. It was on from 1994 to 2004. And I believe, and now it was a multi-camera sitcom. Those aren't expensive. But Friends, near the end anyway, that cast was getting paid. And I think the majority of that $10 million was going right into the cast's bank accounts. I think that's what made that show so expensive to make, at least at the end. So, yeah, Friends, number 15. A number of these shows I have never seen, and a few of them I've never heard of. But that doesn't mean much. Number 14 on the list is a show inspired by a video game. It is the show Halo, which is currently on, I guess. It is you can find it on Paramount Plus. It also costs $10 million per episode. And a show like this, as opposed to Friends, that's shot like a movie. And they've got huge casts, maybe not well-known names. I have no idea who's in it, actually. Do I? Pablo Schreiber, Natasha McElhone. I don't know these people. Doesn't matter. $10 million per episode. Just came out in 2022, and it's there are 2 seasons of it, I guess. So, Halo, number 14 on the list. Number 13, I've always wanted to see, and I just haven't. And perhaps someday I will. I would imagine I will see this someday. Band of Brothers. This was on HBO. You can currently see it on Max, which is HBO's streaming service, right? This came out in 2001. It cost $12.5 million to make per episode. It is a historically accurate TV series. It counts on an immensely talented cast, ranging from Damian Lewis, Michael Fassbender, and others. I think David Schwimmer's in that too. It was created by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. I don't think they wrote it, but it's based on the history of the 506th Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division in the U.S. Army. Easy Company, as they were called. Yeah, I really want to see that. I know there's a lot of people. Now, it's over 20 years old, but it's about World War II, so it's, it's a period piece, so I don't think I would be, will have missed out on not having watched it at the time. Do you know what I mean? Like something that's contemporary. Anyway, I don't know. Let's move on. Number 12. I haven't seen it, but I know it's very popular. I think my wife watched a season or two. This is The Crown, which you can see on Netflix. Many seasons of this, right? There are 6 seasons. And it ran from 2016 to 2023. It cost $13 million per episode. These are low-budget movies. Every episode of these shows is a low-budget movie. Never used to be like that. The high budget for The Crown shines in the show's meticulous attention to detail, having won countless awards for costuming alone, and with its cast praised for the accuracy in which they portray the mannerisms of their real-life counterparts. It's easy to understand how such a fantastic and well-crafted period series depended on a high budget, if you say so. All right. Next one, number 11. I don't know this one. Never heard of it. Perhaps you have. Number 11 is a series called The Sandman, which is currently streaming on Netflix. Oh, how about that? The Sandman was one of the most pleasant surprises to come out of 2022, if you say so. The absorbing fantasy series, which is based on Neil Gaiman's comic book series of the same name, centers on the King of Dreams as he escapes after being captured and held captive for 105 years and attempts to restore everything he once had in his possession, including his realm. All right, there's more to speak of here. So it's based on a comic book series. There's 1 season of it. It premiered in 2022. Gwendolyn Christie is in it. Patton Oswalt and Charles Dance. I don't know who that last person is. Maybe it's the one on that picture I just showed. All right. Number 10. Game of Thrones. I've never seen this. I started watching the first show, the first episode of season 1, and then I didn't get through it, and I don't know why, and I never rejoined it. But people love it. It costs $15 million per episode to make. There are 8 seasons of it, and you can see it on Max. It first came out in 2011. How about that? Next, I have heard of this. I saw ads for it when I was watching Ted Lasso. No, Ted Lasso's not on this list. But I remember seeing ads for this, and I thought, no, I'm not interested. This is a show called See, which I did not see. Anyway, Jason Momoa's in this one. It lasted 3 seasons starting in 2019. $15 million per episode. Let's see. What's it about? It's set in a dystopian future where humanity has lost the ability to see. Not interested. Apple TV Plus at the, let's see, Apple TV Plus's, I think that's a misprint. At times, even overlooked series follows the story. Oh, I see. It's just worded weird. Story of the impact the birth of 2 children who are capable of seeing has on a world where the gift is considered heresy. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's kind of, it looks like it's got a Game of Thrones look to it. But everybody's blind? That's, I don't know. They got 3 seasons out of it. Next, what number is this? Number 8. See, wait a minute. $15 million per episode. All right. Okay. Number 8 on the list. The Mandalorian. Also $15 $15 million per episode. It's on Disney Plus, 3 seasons. They're still going strong. Pedro Pascal, Carl Weathers, R.I.P. Amy Sedaris is in it. 3 seasons. And it's got Baby Yoda or Grogu or whatever. Anyway, that's The Mandalorian. All right, this next one is another one I hadn't heard of, and it's on Netflix. It is called One Piece. And it is now one of the most watched series on Netflix. All fans of the anime seem to be loving its live-action adaptation so far. Okay, so that's what we got going on here. The show revolves around a young pirate captain who sets out on an adventure with his crew of pirates to discover the mythical titular treasure and ultimately attain the title of Pirate King. Yeah, the word titular got me there. I didn't pre-read this. Look at the Pirate King. Okay. This one costs $17 million per episode. It's on Netflix. Okay. Next, number 6, another World War II huge show. I hadn't seen this one either. This one is called The Pacific, and at $20 million per episode, this comes in at number 6 on our list of most expensive TV shows ever. The expensive HBO miniseries reached critical acclaim for its historical accuracy and depiction of epic World War II Pacific Ocean fight scenes. With big names like Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks again behind the production, and iconic film composer Hans Zimmer behind the war drama's score, The Pacific truly feels like a TV show on a grand cinematic scale, and its budget reflects its quality. I remember... Do you remember when the movie 1941 came out? It was a Steven Spielberg movie, and it was after Close Encounters, and I think maybe before E.T. And it had a huge cast, and it was World War II era, but it was a comedy. And I remember at the time hearing that movie cost $20 million to make, and at the time it was the most expensive movie ever made. And now we have TV shows where each episode costs that much money. $20 million per episode. That was number 6. All right. Speaking of Game of Thrones, and I wasn't. Well, earlier I did. I guess there's another, a prequel show. That comes in at number 5 here. This is called House of the Dragon. Currently on Max, or I suppose it's on HBO as well. 2 seasons. It debuted in 2022. Another show where it cost $20 million per episode. The prequel to Game of Thrones shattered viewership records for HBO, with nearly 10 million people tuning in to watch the first episode of House of the Dragon. Building off the success of its predecessor, the series is set 2 centuries before the events of Game of Thrones and centers around the house... there's names here. The House of Targaryen, and the civil war that led to the family's downfall and the disappearance of dragons from Westeros. I'm pretty sure I said that name wrong. There's a lot of CGI, blah, 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 $20 million per episode. All right. I haven't seen that one either. Have I seen any of these? Not really. I haven't seen any of the... Well, The Mandalorian. That's not true. I've seen the incomplete Mandalorian. All right. Oh, and this next one, number 4, also on Disney Plus. WandaVision. WandaVision, there's only 1 season of it. Came out in 2021. It's on Disney Plus. It cost $25 million per episode. Before the launch of Disney Plus in 2019, each of the MCU television titles reportedly cost $25 million, including WandaVision, The Falcon and the Snowman. No, The Falcon, that's a different movie. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and Hawkeye. Continuing a steady flow of content throughout the year, most recently with the release of Secret Invasion, Well, there's been more. There's Echo and others. It's clear that Marvel is dominating both the big screen and the small screen, and thus is able to afford the most expensive shows. Well, fourth most expensive show, right? Number 3 on our list, Stranger Things. $30 million per episode. You know about Stranger Things. There are 5 seasons with 1 more to come. You can watch that one on Netflix. How about that? All right. Number 2 on the list is a flop. I think it's a flop or didn't do as well as Amazon Prime hoped. The name of the show is Citadel, and you can see the Russo brothers who directed a number of the Marvel movies, including Endgame and Infinity War and Captain America Winter Soldier, and those are all awesome movies. And I think there's probably a lot of action in this movie, TV show. Oh boy. This show costs $50 million per episode. That's a pretty good budgeted movie there. And that's per episode. So Amazon, who's not hurting for money, they're able to pour buckets and buckets of cash into these productions. The Citadel, I believe we saw a couple of episodes of this. And what was notable is we were looking for, we had heard they shot part of it in Valencia, Spain. And when they released it at the time, our son was in Valencia, Spain. And they were right outside of the building where Florida State University has their Valencia campus, their building there. So that was kind of cool. But the show didn't keep us. I think it's the same show. I think it's that show. I don't even remember. All right, last one. Number 1 on this list. What have I seen so far? I've seen all of Stranger Things, WandaVision, and The Mandalorian. So that's it for me on this list, and I haven't seen this last one. But this one leaves all of the others in the dust. The Amazon original, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. I think, is this another prequel? I think it might be. This costs $58 million per episode. The top 2 on this list are from Amazon, which again, Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world. Amazon made tons of money during COVID. They can afford this. At $58 million per episode, a total budget of $465 million, Amazon Prime's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, has easily become the most expensive TV show ever made and surpasses the combined $281 million budget of the Lord of the Rings film series. This show, TV show, nearly cost $500 million to make. That blows my mind. Anyway, that's that. That's my top 15 list. I thought it was slightly interesting. I hope you did too. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm sorry if you joined me late and I didn't see you in the chat, but I do thank you for being here. Donna, thank you for the coffee again. More next week. I'll be back next Tuesday with more games, more coffee. I'll probably eat something. Anyway, that you know the drill. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I will see you next week here, but I'll also see you around YouTube in the chats. So until then, have a good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.